What's up YouTube, this is Demkeys back again with another Unity tutorial, and today I'm going to teach you how to create a simple audio manager. It is a very simple method but very useful in cases where you have multiple audio files. I would like to thank my friend Amin Altajer for teaching me this technique. So let's begin. What we have here is a scene with the background, ground and our player. The ground has a box collider 2D attached to it, and our player has a rigid body 2D and a box collider 2D attached. Of course there's a material as well. Let's start by creating the audio manager. First create an empty game object, and we'll call this, we'll call this audio manager. And in this game object we have to add some components. The first one being audio source, because this is what's going to play our audio file. Next we need to create a new script and call it audio manager script. Okay, I have already created one such script, so I'm going to add O1. Okay, now we need to create two arrays. Our first array is going to be of string type, and we're going to call it audio name. This will store whatever name we want, not whatever name we want to attach to our audio, but yeah, kind of attach. You'll see what I mean. The second array will be of type audio clip. This is going to store all the audio clips that we want to use. And we also need to make a boolean, call this clip found. Next we have to create a public void function called play, and within this function we have to have a parameter called, let's say, clip name. You can call all these variables whatever you want, they are just names. Okay, what next? Next we have to create a for loop. Okay, what this is going to do is it's going to create a variable called I and assign the value 0 to it, and the for loop it'll keep executing over and over again. It'll keep looping over and over again until for as long as the length of our array. So if the length is 5, then it's gonna go like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the moment it becomes 5, then this condition is not true anymore. So yeah, and of course the value will increase with each loop. Now within this we have to create an if statement. If clip name is equal to audio name I. What this means is, now those of you who know what arrays are, you know that they store multiple values, and so each, I don't know whether I should call it row or cell, I'm gonna call it row. As the loop is going through each row of our array, we will be able to check if the name matches, the name that has been passed into clip name matches with the current row that is being checked or not. So we use I over here because the value of I constantly keeps changing, it'll be increasing, so that will help us to check each and every row. Okay, what should happen if we finally find a match? Well, then we have to first assign the clip to our audio source. The way to do that is to access audio clips row, whatever row is currently going on, that is I. So we are not, the for loop by the way is not checking anything in audio clip, in the audio clip array, but we are accessing the audio clip from, let's say for example, if I'm sorry, I'm not able to explain this very well. uh, let's say if currently the value of I is 2, and I guess 2 would be the third row in our array, and what's gonna happen is, okay, uh, it's better if I show you this in the inspector panel, then I think I'll be able to explain it much better. Okay, so next, once we have assigned the clip, we need to of course play it. Audio dot play, yeah, and then we have to set our clip found value to true. Okay, next we have to add a validation that is in cases where the audio clip is not found, because we will be calling this function and passing in a certain name, and if that name is not found, then we don't want to get an error, so we have to actually handle that validation. So if, no, wait, oh sorry, I forgot. So if the clip is found, then clip found will be true. If the clip is not found, clip found will be equal to false. We add break over here, so the moment the clip is found, we just stop checking. I think it breaks through, it of course breaks through the if condition, but I think it also breaks through the for loop as well, because at that point we just stop checking altogether. Okay, now before we end the function, let's add our validation. If clip found is, well, if not clip found, that basically means if clip found is equal to false, then show a message in the console saying audio clip not found. Am I forgetting something? No, I don't think so. Okay, now these are the two arrays that we created. First you have to add their sizes. You have to be careful about this. Make sure you add both of them, like you set both of them to the same size. I haven't tried and experimented to see what happens if you set different sizes, but for our purpose you actually need to set both of them to the same size. But yeah, if you set say for example audio clip to 5 or 6, you'll be adding 6 audio clips. But if you set at the same time, if you have set audio name to only 3, then you're adding only 3 names, so you won't really be able to access those other 3 audio clips. Okay, I have 3 audio clips over here. I'm going to add these to our audio manager under audio clip. and I'm going to give appropriate names: good morning, haha, and note. So how it's going to work is, whenever the function is called, the play function is called, we'll pass in a parameter with the clip name. The clip name is either one of these. We are not using these names. And then the for loop is going to go through each, the for, yeah, the for loop is the for or the if. Well, basically our code is going to go through each of these rows, and if the name that has been passed in matches one of these, then it's going to play the corresponding clip. That's if, for example, we have entered haha, it's going to play the corresponding clip. That's this clip. Now in cases where the we enter a, no, a wrong name, or a name that doesn't really exist in our array, then we will get a message on the console saying audio clip not found. Let's test this out. I'm going to add another script and call this input handler. Again, it already exists. Over here, I'm just going to add simple if statements to check if certain keys have been pressed. Input.get key down. Yeah. So in this script, we will be using three keys: Q, W, and Q, W, E, and R. I'm sorry, I think I said three keys earlier. We'll be using four keys: Q, W, E, and R. Okay, so if Q has been pressed, then send message, play, good morning. Okay, for those of you who don't know, send message basically tries to play, it tries to not play, it tries to access. Okay, for example, you have a game object, our audio source, our audio manager game object, and we have two scripts over here: audio manager script O1 and input handler O1. Audio manager script has the play function, but we are trying to access it from input handler. So what send message is going to do is, it's going to check if all the scripts, it's going to go through all the scripts within that given object, and it will check if there is a function named play in those scripts. I don't know if it will play all those, like if more than one such function exists. I don't know if it will play all at once or not, but it will definitely play one of those. Sorry, it'll definitely run one of those. I don't know why I keep saying play. Next, we need to make more if conditions. These will be for W, E, and R. Okay, so as you can see, I've changed the parameter values over here. So if W is pressed, play will be called, but haha will be passed in uh, as a clip name, and if E is pressed, then play will be called but note will be passed in, and if R is pressed, then afternoon will be passed in, which is going to give us an error. So this is just to show you that the validation system works. Now let's test this out.
Good morning, little brother. Rise and shine. Very funny, Moo Moo. Congratulations on your graduation yesterday. Really proud of you, man.
Let's see the note my brother gave me.
I have just pressed Q, W and E. I'm gonna press W and show you haha working.
Very funny, Moo Moo. Congratulations on your graduation yesterday. Really proud of you, man.
Let's see the note my brother
This
gave
is
me.
E, and now I'll press Q again.
Good morning, little brother. Rise and shine.
Okay, so far we know that the audio manager is working. Let's see if the validation works. I'm gonna press R, and that's gonna pass in the value afternoon. As you can see, the console shows a message saying audio clip not found. By the way, these audio clips were all recorded by my friend Isa Sadat. He's very good at voice acting. Check him out. I'm gonna mention his channel link uh, in the top right corner of the screen, and also in the descriptions. Descriptions? No, in the description. Alright, so now you know that the audio manager works. Now let's try it in a more realistic scenario. We're going to add another audio clip to the audio manager, and wait, I don't have another clip. Okay, I'm gonna have to find one elsewhere. Okay, so we have another audio file. Before we can use it, we need to reconfigure the audio manager, increase its size, change audio name to 4, and change audio clip to 4 as well. And we can call this jump. Although the sound is not exactly of jumping, but yeah, it's fine, it's just an example. Next, let's write a simple movement script for our player and try to use the audio manager with that script. I'm going to create this script within our player object and call it movement script. Again, it exists, O1. Okay, so first we need to add a variable called xforce. It's a public float type. Next we need another public float called as jump force. I think for this example this is all we'll need. Next I'm going to just set up the input, sorry, the movement function, movement script, whatever. Just watch. Okay, now I'm going to create an if statement, an if condition to make our player jump. That's gonna happen when you press space, and it's going to apply force in an upwards direction. So vector 2 dot up into jump force. Oh, yes. Also, when jump force is called, when the jump button is pressed, we want to use our audio manager. So first we have to find it using GameObject.find, and then send a message to that object. I don't know if I said that right, but yeah, use send message within that game object. So it will call play and pass in the parameter jump. Now let me just set the values and then we can test it out. X force can be 30, that's enough. Jump force 400. Let's see. Let me add a light. Much better. So as you can see, it's working just fine. The jump audio clip is being played whenever I press the spacebar, so you can see it being played, you can hear it, sorry, being played whenever our player jumps. So yeah, this is how you create a simple audio manager. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Check out these other videos as well. The video on the top left teaches you about simple enemy AI. The video on the top right teaches you about raycasting, and the video on the bottom left corner teaches you how to use the interactive cloth. Visit my channel for more videos. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Leave your comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.
Boys, but we never seen him hang out on cover, now on album when he get the chance to hang. Like, damn, 134 niggas acting like I never been through them doors.